topic of today's talk is let's do it the Starbucks way. We're talking about Facebook ads. Before we get into the topic, I want to introduce myself. I'm Christoph Filgertshofer. I'm a 19-year-old entrepreneur from Munich, Germany. In the time I live in Vienna in Austria. I started doing YouTube when I was 11 years old, uploading gaming videos on YouTube and making social media content, all types of platforms. I grew my social media presence to over 250,000 followers at the time. I was about 15 or 16 years. I worked with a lot of brands at the time and made social media. I was a typical influencer, you can say. That was my channel. It's like always a flashback moment for me when I look back. It's about gaming, especially mobile gaming. Was a great time, but a long time ago. Here I received my YouTube play button, which was the biggest achievement for me at the time. 400,000 subscribers was a big goal, and I was super excited to get this award. I shifted into e-commerce because I wanted to build a real business. I didn't want to be a full-time influencer. I knew how to market things as I've worked with a lot of brands at the past with my YouTube channel. And so I thought, okay, let's do it. Maybe, as many of you guys know, it's not that easy as you think in the beginning. I thought I knew everything about marketing, but that wasn't the case, and that isn't the case now either. So I failed at the beginning, like most of the Shopify store owners who start off. After that, I had some successes. I saw the first sales, which was mind-blowing at the time for me, and after that, I built my first real successful Shopify store. It didn't look that great, but it made some sales, we generated some money, and it was a great time. Here you can see a screenshot of it. It's Embrace It. It's a store where we sold jewelry, accessories like necklaces, bracelets, and so on. Not a great store at all, but we made some money, we found some new things which work, and we came further. Then I started my e-commerce YouTube channel. I still love YouTube to this day. It's my favorite social media platform. I love posting videos, producing videos, and so I decided, okay, now my main thing which I do in life is building e-commerce stores. I want to make a YouTube channel about it and want to document my journey. So I started a YouTube channel about it, and it was great. To this day, I have about 33,000 subscribers on it. It grows steadily, and it's just awesome to see more and more people coming into the market, learning about e-commerce, and starting their own journey with me. After that, I got into contact with Shopify as they saw, okay, he's doing YouTube videos, let's talk to him. Then I told them about my successes, and they looked into my stores and said, oh wow, you're actually doing Shopify, not just making video about it. And then we decided to make a course together. So the first German Shopify education partner course was born to have like a full documented journey how to build and grow a store. It was super awesome. Thank you again to Shopify for this opportunity. Here you can see me at my first visit at the Shopify office in Berlin. It was super cool to be there. It's so crazy for me because I started doing e-commerce and knew the big Shopify, which was just untouchable for me, and then getting really into it and meeting the people there, just a super cool experience. Now I'm mainly focused on building my own e-commerce brands. So I have my own company where we have an e-commerce shop. Also, I'm invested in a couple of startups. I want to get into software more, and that means I'm trying to build e-commerce software, trying to get into this field as well, and of course my YouTube channel, my social media presence to help beginners start and grow their Shopify stores. Now let's get into the talk. The topics I want to cover today. Why CLTV will be extremely crucial for your business. What is the Starbucks way of advertising? How do you increase your CLTV, your customer lifetime value? How to use Facebook ads the right way? And after that, you can ask some questions if you have any. So let's start with this. How do regular companies go and advertise? They mainly just think about the front-end advertising. So say they look at their AOV, their average order value, and look at that, how much is that? That could be like $20, for example. Then they look at their profit margins. That could be like 30%. That means they make per order about $6 profit. So they calculate their target CPA, the $6, and they run Facebook ads with those target costs. So that they say, okay, we can spend $6 to acquire a customer, then we are profitable or break even, and then from there they go on. What is the problem with that? Paid social is getting more and more saturated. That means the prices rise. More competition gets into the market, prices rise. Competition with a lot of other businesses, that means, of course, CPM and CPC prices rise, and Facebook is getting more and more expensive. That's with all performance marketing channels, not just Facebook, Google, Pinterest, Snapchat, whatever it is. There are two ways which could go now. First, the ad could fail instantly. This means the ads are too expensive and you are over your target CPA. That means you have to shut off the ads because you're burning money. The second case could be the ads work in the beginning, but when you go in scale, CPM prices rise. That means the CPM prices go too high and your ads get not profitable again. They're too expensive, so you have to shut them down. How can we solve this problem? The solution is CLTV, so customer lifetime value. The first order shouldn't be important. It shouldn't be about the first order, it should be about the order frequency. So it should be about that, getting a customer to order 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever amount of times again, not just the first one. Getting a customer to order multiple times should be your goal. What is the Starbucks way of advertising? The Starbucks way of advertising is this one. The average customer spends around $5.90 per visit at Starbucks. The profit margin of Starbucks is roughly 21%. All this data is from Kissmetrics. You can just Google it if you want to. So after our regular business calculation, that will be about $1.20 they can spend to acquire a new customer. And does that make any sense? $1.20, can you acquire a new customer with that? No, of course not. So let's look at the CLTV. Average customer spends around $5.90, as I said, per visit. The profit margin is roughly 21%. The average customer visits Starbucks 4.2 times a week. That means, oh wow, high order frequency. And the average customer lifespan is around 20 years. That means now they don't have $1.20 to acquire a customer, they have way more. I've calculated it here, $5.90 per visit times 4.2 per week, 52, that's the amount of weeks we have in a year, and times 20, that's the 20 years average customer spends or is in a relationship with Starbucks. That means Starbucks makes a revenue of over $25,000 per acquired customer. That means their target CPA should be not $1.20, but $5,411. Now look at the difference. You can't acquire a customer with $1.20, but you can acquire a customer profitably with $5,400. Increase your CLTV. That's my message. You have to think about it. Get a customer to order again. What are the ways to get a customer to order again or to higher the order frequency? First of all, improve your customer experience. Build a real great customer experience. The customer has to love your brand, and he has to have the feeling that he wants to order again. Set up a proper follow-up campaign. So email and messenger is key. I hope most of you do that already. Also add upsell products, I think that's basic too. And of course, social media, you should use that to form a relationship and so on. But the point I want to cover today is mainly this one. Build a PPR funnel. What exactly is PPR? PPR is post-purchase retargeting. And I think most of you won't do this. Most of the e-commerce businesses have never thought about post-purchase retargeting, but it's such a big point and such an important point to form a customer relationship that you should instantly think about it and instantly should implement it into your business. What is a PPR funnel? I've scratched it out here for you. PPR with Facebook ads. Normally, a customer gets ads before he buys or right before he buys. But now, the customer gets ads after he has ordered. So, the first ad could be 5 days after purchase, the second one 14 days after purchase, and the third one 28 days after purchase. But what can we communicate in this ads? The first step could be a custom audience based on your buyers from the last 5 days. That could be a video, a GIF, or a picture of your brand, of your team, where you just say thank you. Have you ever seen that from a brand just saying thank you to you for ordering? Probably not, most likely not. And that's a bad thing. Show your real appreciation for the order of this customer. Reassure him it was a good decision that he bought. Don't link your store in this ad, just show him your real appreciation. Don't link anything, don't push a sale, just show him that you really appreciate what he did. The second step, a custom audience based on the buyers from the last 14 days. Just exclude the buyers from the last 5 days so you don't have any overlaps. Show this ad after the order was delivered. So the 14 days could be adjusted to your time frame when the order really arrived at the customer's home. Ask for sincere feedback. What could be improved? Show that you care about what the customer thinks and how you can improve. Don't link your store again, but link a survey form. Just create a Google survey form, link it, and really collect the feedback from the customer to improve your customer experience. Step 3 would be a custom audience based on the buyers from the last 28 days. Just include the both other audiences so you don't have any overlaps. Show the ads when a customer would order again. So look at your life cycle. Maybe most of you don't really know that, but if you have a consumer brand, you probably know that. Otherwise, just use like a time frame like 7 or 14 days after the last step. Give them a unique discount code and thank them again for their last purchase. So really show your appreciation. Here you can use conversion or the purchase objective. So you really push the sale. You want to do sales now. You want to optimize this ad for sale. Create a real relevant experience. There are some more things you can do. For example, you can create custom audiences for repeat buyers, people who have ordered multiple times at your store. You give them a special thank you message. For example, a video where your team sits and just says, "Thank you for ordering 3 times. Really appreciate that." Another way would be creating a custom audience for high value orders. So people who have ordered, for example, if like the average order value at your store would be $50 and you just create a custom audience for people who have ordered over $100. Give them a bigger discount code as they are more likely to order for a big amount again. Then a third way would be creating a custom audience for special products. So products you have, create ads for upsells. Also still include the first and second step, so show your appreciation, really show the customer that you care, and then upsell them some things which could fit to their explicit product. Now, thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, I want to answer them if you have anything. Thank you.